stalling is required. We're going to go straight into it. Chunkitsang versus Tatsuki Mizuno. Tatsuki Mizuno from Japan on the right, on the red side as summoner. Now,
all right.
A few statistics that I want to mention is summoner in the 2015 and 2016 season has a 33 win percentage against the Soul Fighter. But look at this, he's just going straight into it, but he's getting retaliated by the Soul Fighter and he gets the heal immediately. So this is his time to try and go in and get the kill on the cat, but he's not being allowed to do that at all. The Super Sunflower going in 1, 2, 3 at a time.
Yeah, it seems as if the Soul Fighter is wanting to dodge the cat and going straight for the summoner, but it's not playing too well for him.
The leg sweep misses just now. He's trying to get rid of the cat as quickly as possible, but it's not working. The summoner's doing very well trying to dodge the Soul Fighter's attempts, and look at this, he's going to just knock him out right away. Oh my goodness, Chunkitsang, high risk, high reward. Obviously this time, it was the risky factor.
Yeah.
Look at him. Mizuno with his whiskers, maybe he's getting a better feel for it, adding a little bit more dexterity to his gameplay. Definitely much, much better. Let's see if he's going to be able to win the second round. Alright, will Chunkitsang be able to avoid the cat or take the cat down? It's one or the other, and we haven't been able to see it in round one. He's tweaking, fine-tuning the game, getting the stun in immediately, and it's a counter. Soul Fighter thought he was doing a good job, but right now it's just going back and forth. No one's capitalizing on either knockdown.
All right, that double airborne was good with the ground ripple connect, but after that, nothing happened.
Right, this is very interesting. Normally, if you're able to get a knockdown, you would either go aggressive or specifically go a little bit more passive, but it doesn't look like either or. It just seems like they went back and forth for a little bit. Both of them seeming a little bit off guard.
Yeah. And it still seems as if Chunkitsang is going straight for the summoner, ignoring the cat, and it actually seems to be going better than the first round.
Right, but like I mentioned before, if it goes longer than 1 minute and 30 seconds, then Tatsuki Mizuno, the summoner, is going to have an advantage because he's able to heal himself, because he's able to stay alive. As for the Soul Fighter, no matter how many heals you have, you can't keep healing yourself. You have that cooldown. But it looks as if Chunkitsang is not allowing it to go into the full game. He's got a few seconds left before he wants to try to clean it up. But unfortunately, he's going back around, and the summoner, Tatsuki, he's trying to capitalize on his mistakes.
Yeah, that was actually a good play by the cat, actually grappling the Soul Fighter down, allowing the summoner to do some sunflower damage.
There it is. There's the chi burst by Chunkitsang. That's the one heal that he can do. Compared to Tatsuki Mizuno, he can continue getting health back from his true friend.
It's not looking good for him because he has no more escape, and Chunkitsang is gone again by the grapple by the cat.
This is exactly what I was talking about. As a Soul Fighter, you're going for. Let's watch this, bro. Alright, we're going into our second matchup between Warlock versus Assassin. Now, the last matchup between Summoner and Soul Fighter, the Summoner was not the favorite. He had a 33% win rate. This time around, it's the same. The Assassin has around a 39 to 40% win rate, but will he be able to turn that around?
Alright, we'll have to see.
Alright, let's check it out. Right now, the Assassin goes, and the Familiar is out. Now he has to be cautious. He's going to try to stun the Warlock first, and then go and try to kill the Familiar to get him out of the picture, or wait it out, which is exactly what's going on right now.
But well played by the Warlock, putting down the Sanctum, saving his escapes, whereas the Assassin has used both of his escapes already.
Oh, the Assassin not able to get that Ice Mine in, the Familiar is gone. Now this is the window to try to go and capitalize on it. There we go, immediately he goes into the aerial combo, the bread and butter of the Assassin. He's going to take it slow with a Venom Swarm and drop him down.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't put the mine down. Maybe it was on cooldown. Usually it's a web and a mine combo.
Exactly. The second wind has been used for the Warlock after that Shadow Slash, and he goes in for the chase. The Familiar is out now. He's going to have to be a little bit more careful.
He's going to have to hit his Imprisons and Soul Shackles so he can do his aerial, which is the bread and butter for the Warlock, but it's not working for him.
Right now, the Imprison did not hit. If it was, then he'd be able to chain those knockups, but we haven't been able to see any of that so far, and it's already halfway into the match. There we go. Yes, that's the Soul Shackle and the knockup. Is he going to be able to continue it? No, he stealths out. The Ice Mine is not connecting, and that's unfortunate for the Assassin. He's going to stealth and back away.
Well, that was well played by the Warlock, putting down that Sanctum because he knew he was going to get a CC'd.
Right.
And the Sanctum allowed him to stay un-CC'd.
Right, exactly. So right now, it's the second. The Lightning Rend able to continue that stun, but unfortunately, stopping right there. That was the initial aerial combo that we saw earlier. Very simple, but not very impactful so far. It looks as if the Warlock feels much more comfortable with that Soul Shackle, and he's going to stealth out of it.
Yeah, there was a point just now when the Assassin body swapped him, and they just both stood still. I don't know why. They
at that moment, the Warlock was stunned. That's why, and the Assassin was Soul Shackled, so he wasn't able to do too much. And it looks as if the Warlock is in a bad situation right now. If he's going to be able to continue this damage, then he might be able to get an advantage. But right now, if it goes down to the wire, then it looks as if the Assassin might lose.
Yeah, but
TKO.
To be honest, right now the Assassin webbing the Warlock and dropping him down. He missed the chase on the Warlock, so that just bought the Warlock some time.
Oh, the Imprison is negated and not able to connect. Another Assassin. He's just going to wait out the time right now.
Yeah.
He's going to go in. There's the Ice Mine. Is he going to take out the Familiar? No, he's going to wait and then go and dive in. Doing a lot of damage right now. This is pretty risky. It's a double-edged sword. Is he just going to go for it? And it's going to go down to a TKO.
All right, who has it?
And the Assassin takes it.
Yes.
Now that was... Alright, so we did mention that the Assassin had a little bit of sloppy play going into the first round, but came out with a TKO, and the Warlock is definitely not going to want to allow that again. So either one of them are going to go aggressive, or the Assassin's going to try to play the mind games again.
Yeah, the Warlock just needs to hit his CCs, take out the Assassin's second win as fast as possible for that triple aerial.
Exactly, and right now Flower has been used, the Lotus of Escape. Oh, they have it in English now.
Yeah,
that's
that
pretty
is.
cool.
I love it. I like it.
Very good for you guys, able to see it in English. The flower of the Lotus of Escape is a flower that the Assassin is able to put down so that he can teleport to it, sort of like the new skill that might come out for a certain game that I won't mention. And he goes in immediately. The Warlock is scared, running for his life while the Assassin's in stealth. He's inside the Imprison, but not able to connect it or do a knockup because the Familiar is not out. The Assassin doing a really good job with the high wire cord. Is he going to knock him down? And he does it again. Now in this world stage, you're going to have to try to capitalize on the win and try to stick against the wall, but it's not doing too much because this Assassin is just going in for huge damage and breaking it down 100 to 0. Clean sweep for Assassin. Alright, let's go straight into it. We have Soul Fighter, Sang on the right in red, and we have in blue, the Warlock, Lin. Now, in the 2015-2016 season, there weren't that many Warlock to Soul Fighter matchups. There was only one match, and that was a win for the Soul Fighter. So let's see if it's going to continue on in this round.
Yeah, it seems as if the Soul Fighter is hitting all his skills onto the Warlock, and the Warlock is unable to CC. Oh, there we go. There is the CC.
There we go. That's Soul Shackle into the double knockup.
Ooh,
There we go. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
That's the huge amount of damage that the Warlock's able to do. And the Soul Fighter is not able to escape. He just got out, but to no avail.
Very well.
All right, we are going into the second set of Game 3 of Group A. Lin on Warlock and Sang on Soul Fighter.
Warlock took the first round.
There we go. That's the spell that we're looking for.
Yeah, well.
It's really cute. It's just like, here's the charm.
I still want to see a Soul Shackle and a Rupture combo into the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't seen too much of it. There's the Imprison, and he's going to dodge right out of it. That's the kind of mobility that you want to see from the Soul Fighter.
Yeah, there we
he's
go.
Going to go into the Windstorm combo. Lin taking a lot of damage, and the Familiar just watching from the sidelines. And there we go, the body swap.
All right. All right, the Warlock, it's not looking good for him. He has used both of his escapes, whereas the Soul Fighter still has his second wind. As I said, keep it till the end, and maybe he heard me.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And for Chi and Lin, the Warlock, he's used all of his escapes except for one, his backstep. Let's see if he's going to be able to go on the offensive. Soul Fighter looking extremely comfortable with full health. And look at that movement. Yes, finally.
Yes. There we go.
Their familiar is out, and he needed it to be out.
Yeah,
Call back and then send him in. Stun, airborne.
Woo!
Bad news bears for the Soul Fighter. He needs to get out of this imprison, and he does.
Yes, and the Warlock already used his second wind again right when the cool came down. And Windstorm combo, he's going to take the full damage from the Soul Fighter.
The imprison is there. Is he going to be able to lock him in? But he doesn't.
Yeah, the Soul Fighter escapes that with his second wind. And now they're going all out because they know they both don't have any escapes.
The Quell is stopping a lot of attacks from the front. Quell does a frontal block. And this time around, it's not going to do too much because his familiar is gone and he's going to lose it, making it 1-1. All right, our third set. Now, for all of you new viewers right now, the Warlock has a familiar that he can pop up, and he uses both the familiar and himself to try to, stun, try to CC, which is crowd control, and trying to annoy the opponent. Meanwhile, the Soul Fighter has two different stances that he could go to, between close range martial stance or force stance long range, going back and forth. Now it's a battle of the wits. How are you going to fare against this familiar, and how are you going to fare against somebody that has mobility? Let's check it out. Right now, so far, the first 30 seconds, not too much going back and forth. The familiar taking a lot of damage, and he's going to be disappearing very soon. The Soul Fighter just going back and forth with his side steps, trying to avoid damage. He's doing a pretty good job until now. He's got that Soul Shackle in, and he's doing a ton of damage with the Imprison inside. Is he going to be able to survive? I don't think it's going to happen right now. There we go, though. There's the Windstorm combo.
Yeah, the Soul Fighter actually was playing aggressive in the beginning until the Warlock got mad and got the Imprison locked on and did tons of damage. And right now, the Warlock just finishes him off, hitting that Imprison into the aerial.
Did you see that? He just stared at me. Let's go straight into it. Summoner on the left side in blue, Tatsuki Mizuno from Japan. And on the right, we have Assassin Zhao Tianzhu from China in red. Starting off. Now, unlike the Warlock, you do not have to summon the cat. The cat follows you everywhere.
Until the cat dies. It's possible for the cat to die.
Right, in which case you have to go through the ritual of crying for 24 hours because your beloved cat did just die. Now, it's fairly straightforward right now. The Assassin has put in a little bit more damage onto the Summoner, so at this point, at this stage, if he plays out the clock another 2 minutes and 30 seconds, he is going to win on a TKO because, frankly, the Summoner is able to heal himself as well. So just off of damage dealt, then the Assassin has the upper hand.
Yeah, as we see right now, the Assassin did put a lot of health damage to the Summoner, even though the Summoner healed himself, but it took out both of his escapes.
Right.
So that is critical for the Assassin.
And so he had to try to delay some time with that Ice Mine right now. He did get both the cat and the Summoner inside the Ice Mine and was able to get the second wind used for the Summoner.
Yeah, and as we just saw now, he just put some more damage into the Summoner, but that also made him use his Lotus of Flower. And now he's going into the aerial combo, but he is cut off by the cat. As we said, his long combos are unable to continue because of the cat.
Very ineffective. And the Shadow Slash getting both of them. The cat swinging his hammer, not able to do anything towards the Assassin. And the Assassin's looking very comfortable right now. The cat wasn't even able to go and grapple just now. And he gets knocked down. There we go. Coming back. Cat was like, I'm sorry, master, let me make up for it, and he got that high wire cut.
Yep, right now the Assassin got his stealth back, so he may go aggressive once again.
Briar Patch. And the decoy, right now, it's at 1 minute and 10 seconds. The Assassin still staying alive. This is going to be bad news for the Summoner. Now he's in a tough spot. He's going to try to go aggressive and try to kill the Assassin, and if not, then he's going to lose.
Yeah, there we go. The Poison Breath is happening. The Assassin used his stealth, but he also got his Lotus Flower back, so he is going to go once again aggressive, try to take out the Summoner's second wind in order to do more damage.
Right, he's going to try to get that Ice Mine in to delay. The Shadow Slash did connect, and the backstep happens. Now all he has left is the escape, and he's going to use it. This is an opening for the Assassin, but he's knocked down. He doesn't have any escapes as well.
Yeah, right now he used his Lotus Flower. Now they both don't have any escapes.
30 seconds left. The assassin just needs to stay alive. He just needs to stay alive. That's exactly what he wants to do. He goes, uses his flower. No, I'm sorry. He goes, dashes in, gets some distance, mobility, and he's going to backstep again.
Ooh, nice
he has
connect.
his stealth left. Now he is all out of it. 8 seconds left before he feels safe and comfortable. Otherwise, he's going to have to walk away.
10 more seconds, but don't be fooled. The summoner is healing himself. The assassin has done a lot of damage to the summoner. So if this goes down to the TKO, I'm pretty sure the assassin is going to take the win.
And he's missing a lot of his super sunflowers, which means the assassin is going to take it on the TKO. Let's check it out.
I'm pretty sure the assassin has the round. Drum roll. Yeah.
Beautiful.
There
Beautiful.
we go.
Look at the damage difference.
Yeah.
Almost 2 times. Right. Let's go straight into it. Summoner versus assassin. Second round. For those of you tuning in now.
Assassin won the first round.
Exactly. On a TKO. And he's going to look to try to do it again this time around. And the summoner, let's see how he changed up his playstyle. Super Sunflower going, connecting in. The Shadow Slash connecting into the summoner right now. Is he going to capitalize on it? No, he's going to back out.
Yeah, the assassin having already used his leaf. His Lotus of Escape. It's not looking good. He hasn't done too much damage to the summoner yet.
Well, don't be fooled. The summoner did heal himself. Super Sunflower connecting, and now they are sandwiching the assassin. Using the decoy, but not attacking, and knocking him down. There we go. Going to have to backstep. Go into stealth. There we go. Doing some damage onto the cat. Is he going to try to get the cat away, or is he backing away? That's what he does.
Yeah, the assassin playing very carefully because of the Sea Shroud. You don't want the summoner going stealth on you when you're supposed to be the one in stealth.
Exactly. Body swap immediately going into the damage combo. Now he's looking much more comfortable. He's done a good amount of damage. Let's say he goes to a TKO again. It looks like a win for the assassin. Now he's able to incapacitate the cat, but he doesn't capitalize onto the summoner.
It was actually, it would have been a good play, but right now he escapes with the flower. 9 seconds left for his stealth to come back.
All right, Venom, or the Poison Breath rather, and look at how much damage is going down. He's going to be able to finish this off immediately. The cat tries to interrupt. He does.
There we go, get the stun in, and it's just going to finish him off.
This wasn't a TKO whatsoever. He's just able to go do a lot of damage this time around. Welcome to Group A, Game 6, the first set.
I was actually waiting for this moment when Summoner versus Warlock. It's a fight against Pokemon Masters.
Exactly. The masters of familiars, of pets and friends. Let us see how this 2-on-2 is going to go down. It is pretty chaotic. The Tether Blade able to connect and incapacitating, making the knockup happen. The time distortion is going to get rid of a lot of cooldowns for the Warlock and allowing another imprison. This is going to be bad news for the Summer. Look at that damage going in. The cat's not able to grapple the Warlock whatsoever. The Familiar also still has a lot of health left.
Yeah, right now the Warlock is playing very aggressive, ignoring the cat, just going all out on the Summoner because he was CC.
But the problem is the Familiar is going to cancel out now, and the health is half and half. The Summoner has not healed himself so far, and now it's 2-on-1. He has to wait for his Familiar to come back. He's just using Rupture and trying to stay alive as long as possible. The Soul Shackle is not able to connect. Now the Familiar is back, but this time around he is up in the air, and the Summoner is doing a lot of damage. The Super Sunflower, is he able to stay alive?
Oh, no.
And he does with the Sliver of Love, but unfortunately the Summer goes for the win. Obviously the War Paint is one that is responsible for this win. Alright, Group A, Game 6, Set 2. Warlock getting a loss, and the Summoner getting an advantage, trying to get that second win in this group stage phase of the tournament.
Alright, the Warlock having already used his second win.
Finally, the Familiar comes out. He wanted to delay it a little bit. It took him 15 seconds to bring him out because he wants the proper timing to stay alive.
Yep, there we go. The Familiar goes into the aerial, doing some damage to the Summoner.
But now retaliating. Woo! Look at that! Almost 50%, but he's trying to gain some health back. Still going down. The Super Sunflower doing a number on the Warlock.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to stay alive. His familiar is going to go away in just like 5 seconds. Not even. And he's going to be bad news bears. The knockup not connecting. And that's terrible news.
Yeah.
That's bread and butter for the Warlock.
The Warlock actually got his second win back, and he's quelling a lot of attacks.
This time around, he has no escapes, and it's going to be an easy win for the Summoner. Summoner goes on with 2 wins, 1 loss. Very happy. Alright, Hanjuno, Blade Master in blue on the left side of the Group B Game 1 Set 1. Destroyer, Yuya Masumoto in red.
You said Hanjuno, I thought you were going to say Hanzo.
Juno Han.
Yeah.
You see, in Korean, we say the surname first. So I always say, the Korean style.
Alright, so the Destroyer is going with the Fury build, making him have only 1 escape.
Interesting. He's just going to go for the aggressive.
Woo!
Now, definitely this is going to be a curveball for Juno Han. Normally, you go for the 2 escapes and try the Fury just once because of the 3 potential matches.
Alright, good. Juno Han used his escape, but he landed his lightning draw, allowing that the aerial combo, taking out like 30% of the Destroyer's health.
And the Soaring Falcon connecting, pulling him in, and doing another knockdown. This is bad news for Yuya Masumoto. He's not able to do anything defensively whatsoever, and Blade Master just taking the win.
Yeah, that is because the Destroyer used his gust, his escape already, and he only has 1. So if he gets knocked down like this right now, he is just gonna have to take all the damage that the Blade Master is gonna do.
Heavenly Dance into another Ascend. He's going to use another Soaring Falcon to knock him down, continue this. It's almost as if we're looking at an assassin right now.
Yeah. A lot of movement. He finally gets his gust back.
Right, now he's able to be a little bit more aggressive, getting some health back, Ember Stomping, and trying to, put up a shield, stay alive as long as possible. But right now the Blade Master is looking very comfortable. Doesn't connect that charge, doesn't do too much, very well.
Knockdown.
It looks as if Juno Han is very, very comfortable.
Yeah. And there we go, Gust is used again. The Destroyer, 1 more knockdown. Juno Han is gonna take the round. There we go.
It's a clean win for Juno Han. We've been saying it before, we'll say it again. You got to connect those charges, get those stuns onto Blade Master. All right, Blade Master. There we go. The persistence is out. That's exactly what Masumoto needed.
Yep.
Juno Han probably expects it now, and he's going to adjust it accordingly. The Soaring Falcon connecting in midair, pulling him in. It's like, where are you going?
That was like a Roadhog air pull.
Exactly. He got it in the air, and he's continuing the damage. Yuya Masumoto using his persistence right away. The 1 minute cooldown is going to be extremely long.
Ember Stomp is used.
There we go. Now the Blade Master very aggressive, calling out his blades and going into another aerial.
Yeah, that was a very a misplay by the Destroyer, grabbing him outside his Ember Stomp, allowing the Flock of Blades to knock him back when he grabbed the Blade Master.
Exactly. Now this is a problem for Yuya Masumoto. He is on the ground. He's getting knocked down. All of his escapes are done. It's going to be free deal for Juno Han. He's just going to go at it in the air one more time. Poke, 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 away, and it's going to be done very soon. But he's staying alive. Destroyer doing a fair bit amount of damage now. Oh! But the problem is Juno Han still has his second wind up. He's able to escape if he wants to, and he's just playing with Yuya Masumoto now, like stealing for a baby.
All right, there we go. Finally, he grabs him into the Ember Stomp, gets some health back. Juno Han still didn't use his second wind.
Yeah, he's on the ground, he's blocking. He's fairly comfortable. Soaring Falcon, and there we go. Lightning Draw to finish it off in style. Juno Han. All right, shout out to all you viewers out there checking out the World Championships group stages. Blade Master Ming Chai on the left in blue from China, and Jung Ho Yoon Force Master in the red right side from Korea.
All right, so it's gonna be who's gonna be a better poker. If the Force Master pokes well like this right now, he might be able to take the win.
It's still earlier on. It's 20 seconds into the match. He is frozen, staying alive. trying to be evasive as possible. That is his goal as a Force Master. Going into the Frost Armor, avoiding that Lightning Draw. The Lightning Draw is not going to come back for another minute, and that's a lot of damage negated just now. Very good job by Jung Ho-yoon. A lot of smart plays, but it's still a problem when he's not able to dash away when he's on the wall.
Yeah, well, Jung Ho-yoon actually has his backstep escape, whereas the Blade Master already used both of it. So right now he's just going to get poked and poked and poked until his escape comes back.
That Inferno connected and was able to do a lot of damage. He's holding and trying to stall a lot of time. He's able to get that stun in, and he's going to go into the aerial grab. Beautiful play by Jung Ho-yoon right now. He's taking control of the tempo of this game right now.
Yeah, the Blade Master got his escape back, which means he's going to play aggressive.
Look at this stun. Ming-Chai in a bad spot right now, and the shower of falling flaming stones takes the win. All right, Blade Master Ming-Chai. Is he going to be able to tune his game to try to beat Jung Ho-yoon? Ice Master versus Fire Master. Now, between Fire and Ice, who would win?
I don't know. I like Fire better.
I mean, like, technically, Ice can't get any colder. Like, you get to a certain point where it's just 0 Kelvin. As opposed to Fire, you can keep getting hotter, can't you? So technically, Fire does beat Ice. Let's see if Ming-Chai is going to be able to bring that to the table. Even though he is getting hit in the face full force by this Force Master right now. Not stopping. This is bad news bears. All he has is a flock of blades left to use as an escape. Same thing for Jung Ho-yoon though, as the Force Master, although it comes back in 13 seconds.
Well, right now he got out of the Phantom Grid with his flock of blades, but Jung Ho-yoon is frozen up there. Blade Master still 20 seconds left until his second wind comes back, so he doesn't want to get CC'd by the Force Master. That's why he is hugging the wall.
The flock of blades is now on cooldown, 45 seconds. Not very useful. He didn't use it as an escape. He's just used it when he was far away. But doesn't matter right now when he's able to put him into an aerial combo. All he has to do is wait another 30 seconds for it to come back, although he still has a second wind.
Yeah, it sucks that he didn't have a lightning draw when he was putting his aerial. That would have been tons of damage on Jung Ho-yoon, but sadly,
time management was pretty bad right now, and it's going to bite him in the butt because Jung Ho-yoon is able to put in a lot of damage with that meteor shower yet again. But this time around, Blade Master is able to get out of it, and look at this aerial combo. He uses lightning draw immediately though, so he doesn't have it at the end of it. But look at this. Sidesteps back and forth. Now it's going to defensive play, mental game. Is he able to get it? Jung Ho-yoon is able to hit it from far away. Oh, a breath of relief. All right, Junohan in blue from Korea. Ming-Chai in red from China. Both Blade Masters, so you're going to have to look at the colors.
Well, the builds are different. Ming-Chai actually brought out his flock of blades.
And this time around,
but Junohan spec'd it differently, so we'll have to see.
Changing up the table. Let's see how Junohan's going to have to put in the damage. You see, the pace is much slower this time around. Sidesteps, mental game, blocks.
There we go with the Haas.
Soaring Falcon connects! This is huge for Junohan. He's able to get the first blood right now. And both of them have their guardian guards up, trying to protect themselves from the projectile, but it's a little bit too late for Ming-Chai because he's already caught connected to the Soaring Falcon and into the aerial now.
Alright, pulling out his flock of blades into the aerial, giving him the CC.
Oh my goodness, huge amount of damage. Look at that. Junohan just melting Ming-Chai away. Alright, no changes in skill setup. In red, we have Ming-Chai from China, and in blue, Blade Master Junohan from Korea. Make sure you look at the colors. Blue is Korea, and red is China. China likes the color red, so that's very convenient as well.
That is.
Oh, whoa! A super zoom, because you know, that's how you know it's important.
All right, lightning draw
going into it again right away.
Master.
No stalling whatsoever, and Ming-Chai getting stunned like that in the beginning, that is going to be tough to recover from. He's going to do it though. He's going to have to recover, and he gets an aerial of his own, but not enough damage to do too much. Oh, never mind.
No!
Shut me up right now. Junohan getting lightning drawn right at the end. Ming-Chai. Oh my God. What a beautiful play.
That was amazing. I got the goosebumps right there.
Yeah, same. All right, Junohan with his wide open eyes in blue, Blade Master, and in red, Ming-Chai from China.
Go.
Check it out. It's a little bit slower now. Both sides don't want to make any mistakes. Soaring Falcons together. They knock into each other. Perfect timing. They were thinking the same exact thing. This is incredible.
Lightning draw hits. Junohan is saving his second win, but he used it.
Now the immediate lightning draw from Ming Chai, opening up the wounds for Junohan, but Junohan retaliating with his own.
Junohan has to watch out for his second win. There we go.
Now both sides have used their escapes. It looks as if it's going to be another defensive battle right now, or are they just going to go all in?
Yep.
And that's what Ming Chai is doing right now.
Oh no.
Junohan is stunned. His second win, his backstep is back, but his second win is still on 10-second cooldown. He's on the floor blocking. Kicked.
Oh no, he's stunned. Back row, no chases.
Still alive.
Ooh,
He's still able to do it, and he's walking in.
That was very close. One more second. There we go. Junohan is going to go aggressive now. He got his second win back.
Oh, and he gets a knockdown. Is he going to continue into it? He's able to catch it, doing a lot of damage, continuing the stun. The second one is coming back in 1 second. Is he able to get it as soon as he gets down? Is he able to get it?
Oh,
And he's able to backstep, but his second win is still up. There we go. He used it. Is Ming Chai going to stay alive? Oh, and he's able to get the knockup. Is he going to use his lightning draw? He might be able to finish it.
Oh no!
And there we go!
Ming Chai
getting that win! 1 win and 1 loss apiece. This is neck and neck.
Oh no!
I feel like we're watching the finals already.
Oh my god! No, Ming Chai took.
Alright, Yuya Matsumoto, blue side destroyer from Japan, against right side red, Force Master Jung Ho Yoon from Korea. Let's see how the first few seconds play out.
All right, this time around, Yuya brought out his persistence from round 1.
Oh, immediately from the air, doing the first attack, not connecting the Frost Burst.
But it's fine. The destroyer is frozen from the stacks. He wants to get close. There we go. He pulls him in.
Ember Stomp, and is he going to continue it? No, he puts up his Stone Shield, and both sides are playing defensively yet again. He doesn't want to rush into it. Yuya Matsumoto doesn't want to make any mistakes.
Yep, there we go, getting close again. Let me tell you, Destroyer is playing very well considering, because he already took out Force Master's backstep escape.
Oh, and he gets grabbed. Now this might be make or break for the Destroyer. The Force Master has the cherry on top. He could go defensively, but all he's doing is poking, and it's doing a good job. All he's able to do is spin. Yuya Matsumoto taking a lot of damage.
He just missed that pull-in right now. That was his chance to make Jung Ho Yoon use his escape, but that missed.
Right now his persistence is up. Is he going to use his escape? And no, he's not. He's going to spin, using Searing Strikes for those iframes, but he has about 20-30% of his health left. He's able to get that connect, but unfortunately the Phantom Grip comes in, and Jung Ho Yoon takes control of the tempo of the game yet again.
Yeah, right now he's stunned with the Stone Shield. He should have put Jung Ho Yoon into the aerial to do some more damage, but he waited, and Jung Ho Yoon was able to escape with his backstep escape.
Frost Burst. This is why Jung Ho Yoon is such a formidable opponent. He takes control of the game, the tempo. He is the puppeteer, and everyone else is the marionette. Frost Armor, thank you very much. Ice Burst out of it, and he's just gonna poke and poke away.
Not looking good for the Destroyer. He's gonna have to take all the damage until he dies, because he has no more escapes.
Alright, as always, we start off facing each other from opposite sides. Jung Ho Yoon, Force Master Red, Korea, Yuya Matsumoto.
Yep, already stacking that Frost stacks.
Cherry on top, and the Phantom Grip.
Persistence was already used by the Destroyer. It's not looking too good for him.
Right, a little bit of a panic, escape, and the Meteor Shower. Is he going to come in soon? Oh, look at this. Half, 60% Meteor Shower. He's able to get out of it, but he's going to spin into it. What's going on?
No, Searing Strike is iframe, so he was just trying to get close. He still has his Gust. He wants to make an opportunity. There we go.
And the second wind is going to knock down Yuya Matsumoto. Not knock down, stun Yuya Matsumoto.
He used his Gust to escape from that Phantom Grip at the end.
Bad news bears for the Destroyer, and it's just going to be poke till you drop.
No more escape. Yeah, that was kind of, he should have just waited. The Phantom Grip was about to run out, or Jung Ho Yoon was about to throw him out, but he used his Gust to escape for no reason.
Alright, Junohan in blue, the Blade Master versus Jung Ho Yoon in red, the Force Master.
Yeah.
The battle of the brethren. Korea versus Korea.
Yep, here we go. Who's gonna make the first move?
I mean, as friendly as they are, I'm sure it is going to be fierce inside the battlefield. Going back and forth, in front and behind. Force Master being as mobile as possible, and Blade Master blocking it all.
Yeah. There we go. No second wind was used yet, so they're playing it very laid back right now.
Right. Oh.
Okay, first aerial.
He goes and charges in and is able to get that aerial. This is what the Destroyer wanted to do, tried to do. The lightning draw coming out immediately. He's got a minute left to take it back. He's only got maybe 2 more opportunities to use that lightning draw, but he has to use it carefully, because if he uses Frost Armor right away to negate one, then it's going to be bad news yet again. Second wind used immediately. He has 1 backstep left and a retreat. It's not looking too bad for the Force Master.
Yeah, they're playing so much mind games right now. The first CC that Junohan put in, he was sidestepping, expecting Jung Ho-yoon to set a second win, but Jung Ho-yoon just, got up without using the second win.
So
mind
this
games.
Frost Armor is typically used to either negate damage and change the tempo of the game, or create more time, get some cooldowns back. Now his second wind's going to come back in just 1 second. Is he going to use it immediately? Yes, he does. And he has the backstep, the Blade Master backstep, so he doesn't get stunned. And now he's just going to block and negate as much damage as possible.
Yep. And Blade Master has his second win back, so he's going to play aggressive
There we
because
go.
the Force Master has no more escapes.
And he's going to go in Cyclone, iframes, aerial combo, and putting a lot of damage by Jung Ho-yoon. Is he going to use the lightning draw? Yes, he does. But it doesn't do too much to Jung Ho-yoon.
But it's okay. That forced Jung Ho-yoon to use his backstep escape, which means whoever gets a CC in first, preferably Junohan, is going to do tons of damage.
Now there are very little mistakes going on in this matchup. They know each other so well. The second wind is not going to stun Junohan whatsoever because he is ready for it, and the Frost Armor. Junohan was ready for it, did not give him any health whatsoever. The Phantom Grip, bringing him up in the air, getting time yet again.
Yeah, the flock of blades were already used, so he wasn't able to escape the Phantom Grip, but he puts him into the aerial.
Now at this point, there is 40 seconds left. It might go down to a TKO if they don't finish it off, but it looks as if he might. He's still waiting 15 seconds for his lightning draw to come back. Jung Ho-yoon in a tough situation. Is he going to be able to use a Frost Armor? No! He's out of his escapes, and it might be a clean win for Junohan.
There we go!
There we go. That's some emotion shown. That was intense. That was a lot of concentration needed, and he needed that round because he has 1 loss under his belt compared to Jung Ho-yoon.
Very well.
All right. So, I mean, judging by the results, if Jung Ho-yoon loses here, he has 2 wins and 1 loss. But let's say he does make it up out of groups, and Ming Chai also gets a win or loss and makes it up out of groups. That would mean that Ming Chai has a pretty good chance of beating Jung Ho-yoon because Ming Chai beat Junohan.
Yeah, that is true.
The Frost Armor immediately in the beginning, trying to gain some time, trying to get those rotating swords out of the picture. Lightning draw connecting, doing a little bit of damage, not too much. He wants to use it right away to get the cooldown back later for when it's really important. And getting that aerial knockup. Jung Ho-yoon at a good 60% of health.
Yep, they're both looks the same with their escapes. They both have 1 left.
Right, and now he's going to try to poke and try to even out the playing field. Meanwhile, and the Phantom Grip taking control of the tempo yet again.
Yep, Junohan already having used his Flock of Blades, he just had to stay there. But not much happened right now. Both second wins are used!
Both of them are used. The stun happening onto Junohan, the aerial, and he's going to continue this damage. He's going to do the re-knock up into the meteor shower, and is he going to finish it off?
Oh no!
The second wind, they both used it. The problem was Junohan got stunned with that second wind, and he capitalized on it. Jung Ho-yoon was like, yes, this is the opening, and he went into it and continued his combination.
Yeah.
All right, Eyebrows Junohan versus Jung Ho-yoon, the Force Master in red. Now, they are 1 round apiece.
Yep.
Now, mind you, there are many Blade Masters in this tournament. A lot. Yeah. There's only 1 Force Master. So, me personally, I like dynamic, and I like to see a lot of different classes in the semifinals and the finals. But Jung Ho-yoon might get knocked out, or there is a possibility that he can get knocked out.
Jung Ho-yoon, I don't know. He has 2 wins already, so it looks safe. And if he beats Junohan right now, it allows him to go to the next round, semifinals.
Junohan using the Cyclone to negate some damage. Lightning Draw used immediately, but not connecting onto Jung Ho-yoon. Both of them using their second wins, but Flock of Blades is also on cooldown, looking as if the Force Master is on top of this first few seconds, 45 seconds into this round, and Jung Ho-yoon's taking control of the tempo.
Yeah, Blade Master Juno Han, he looks kind of aggressive. He wants to play aggressive, but he's being too hasty.
Right. It's being backfired on him because of the re-knock up. The meteor shower didn't come out just now. The Inferno was used. It's on cooldown. 15 seconds left before it comes back, and it's going to come back before the lightning draw. So if he's able to finish this off, he is completely capable of doing so.
All right, Juno Han got his escapes back, as well as the Force Master, who is going to land the first CC to get out, to make the opponent use their second wind.
Right, now this is going to be a good, I think it's 10 seconds. This Frost Armor takes a really long time, and he's going to delay it. Ice Burst out immediately, trying to catch Juno Han off guard, but unfortunately he had his guard up, and he's able to catch him in the air.
Lightning Draw connects.
But not doing too much damage. The lightning draw was crucial, but he only has one more left. Is he going to be able to use that effectively later on after a good 47 seconds?
Yeah, Jung Ho-yoon is buying time. They both have no escapes. Well, actually, Jung Ho-yoon just got his second win back.
Exactly. Now Jung Ho-yoon is going to have to use that very carefully. Juno Han looks as if he's very comfortable right now, putting in some damage. But they're both skating on thin ice.
Yeah, Juno Han expecting the second wind to be used, using all of his side steps and back steps, but
Phantom Grip and thrown away, taking tempo of the game again, freezing him, and the Inferno, bursting damage, meteor shower. Is this going to be the end for Juno Han? And yes, Jung Ho-yoon getting 3 wins, going on to the top of the table, and now Juno Han is crippled with 2 losses.
This is not looking good for Juno Han, because Juno Han in the 2015 Worlds, he got knocked out in the preliminaries as well, and it seems as if it might happen again in the 2016 Worlds.
Now this is going to be very exciting. I'm excited to see Jung Ho-yoon play against Ming Chai whenever they get the opportunity to. But next matchup is going to be Ming Chai, the Blade Master, versus Yuya Matsumoto. So. All right, last matchup of today, but there is still 2 rounds, a potential 3 rounds, and maybe even a tiebreaker towards the end. It's not written in the script or the schedule. We did not expect a tiebreaker to happen, so maybe there will be, maybe there won't, but let's check it out. Destroyer getting that drag in immediately into the Ember Stomp, and Ming Chai taking a bit of damage in the beginning.
Yeah, second wind is used, but he wasn't knocked back because he was in his Ember Stomp.
Right, the Soaring Falcon connects, and he's able to pull in the Destroyer just like before, getting a risque image of the Destroyer just now. He's in the air, and he's going to be able to do a little bit of damage, evening up the playing field.
Yep. The Destroyer is still not using any of his escapes. It's looking very good for the Destroyer, actually.
Right, both escapes have not been used, but 9 seconds left before Ming Chai gets his second win back. He needs to capitalize on this window, and he's not doing too much, is he?
Yeah, well, right now, Yuya actually used his guts, hit the knockdown, but he didn't capitalize on that too much.
All right, he's going to spin, try to protect. The Fury is up. The Fighting Spirit. Normally, I call it the Fighting Spirit, but it's blue buff. But Ming Chai is able to negate a lot of damage. He's blocking very, very calm and collected.
Yep. Well, now he is done for because he has no escape.
All right, blue side, Destroyer, Yuya Matsumoto from Japan. Red side, Blade Master, Ming Chai from China.
Yeah, Destroyer, controller of Earth. And Blade Master, controller of Fire.
Earth versus
Earth's
fire.
supposed to win, you know.
Technically, yeah. I mean, like, well, I mean, fire. I always think fire is the strongest because you could always get hotter, right? Earth, what are you gonna do? Get earthier?
But Earth doesn't burn.
Yeah, you can. What do you think molten rock is? It's melted rock. Fire just gets so hot, and the rock turns into fire. So technically, Ming Chai has the advantage as the flame Blade Master. But it looks as if Yuya Matsumoto is going on the aggressive and doing a lot of damage into Ming Chai.
Yeah, finally he used his Typhoon. I just remembered why he didn't use his Typhoon in the first round.
Right, but Ming Chai getting that Soaring Falcon in. He's connecting it all the time. Every single round, every single matchup, he's been able to get those Soaring Falcons and drag in the opponent. Yuya Matsumoto at 50% health. He's going to try to go on the defensive yet again.
Yeah.
A little bit cautious. Not able to get that drag, but he's going to charge in, get the stun.
There we go.
And he's going to do a little bit of damage.
Second win knockdown.
The second one able to stun Yuya Matsumoto. Ming-Chai getting some health back and stunning the Destroyer, going into a spin. Sidesteps, and the stun continues. Yuya Matsumoto not looking very good here. And the clinch for Ming-Chai.
Very good play by Ming-Chai. When Yuya Matsumoto used his gust and Ming-Chai was knocked down, he sidestepped out of it and knocked him down right away.